So please make sure that you're seated comfortably. Feel your sits bones on the floor or on the chair. And if you're seated on a chair, make sure that your feet are firmly planted into the ground. Your spine is comfortably erect. And the neck is neither jutted out nor the chin pointing far down. The head rests easily on the neck, the spine. And begin to come into your natural breath. Just watching that breath entering and exiting through the nostrils. Perhaps letting the breath become a little slower, a little deeper, a little more deliberate. And watch the breath as it enters and fills the lungs. Perhaps feel it expanding all the way down to the belly. And then as you exhale, that energy rises up and again out the nostrils. And now please continue this nice, deep, slow breathing. But begin to imagine a point way, way above the crown of your head. Imagine here a golden sphere, like a sun, pure golden light. And as you inhale, it's like one of the rays of that beautiful sun, this column of light, enters into your being, into your energetic body, your physical body. And it's like a channel of light that traverses from this golden sphere way, way above you. And it goes down through the center of your being, out your root chakra, and then it continues infinitely, it seems. That golden sun above you recedes further and further into the outer reaches of space. But each time you inhale, you have an awareness of that ray, that column of light, this line of light that now seems to extend infinitely above and infinitely below. I call this the soul line. Metaphorically, it is the energetic channel around which each one of our incarnations, past, present, and future, may be wrapped. It is one ray, one soul, one light, if you wish. But it contains all the awareness of you. And just as we can imagine this line containing all our past and future incarnations. Similarly, I invite you to begin to see, experience different stages of your own being coming to light along this soul line channel. Now you may picture them all within this incarnation, within this physical form, but there are many. Perhaps you can travel through this soul line to a time, a stage, a phase, a season, let's say 5 years ago. And picture yourself 5 years ago. What were you doing? What were you feeling? What were you thinking? What were you experiencing? Who was this 5 year ago self? Still wrapped around this one soul line. What was this 5 year ago self yearning for, achieving, hoping for? Were there losses, changes? Who was this 5 year ago self that was experiencing all this? Again, what wisdom does that 5 year ago self have for you here and now? What wisdom do you have for that version of you? And send that information back and forth along this soul line. That which unites and connects all these stages and phases of you. Good. And then once you receive and express that wisdom, travel back on that soul line to a version of you maybe 10 years ago, maybe 15. And begin the same process. Having an awareness of your experience then, and having that exchange of wisdom, of insight, always paying attention to what that past self might be asking of you now, here, present. And keep taking this back to earlier stages of yourself until eventually you meet yourself before you were born. Perhaps you're still in the womb, floating in that beautiful oceanic fluid, feeling formless, weightless. Still dialoguing along that soul line. Perhaps even further back. To a space where you were completely formless, dimensionless, or perhaps in yet another dimension of being. In your imagination, just keep traveling back and back. Perhaps you run into another earthly incarnation, what we call a past life. Let the imagination go. Allow yourself to dialogue and learn. What are the experiences, the wisdom that most inform your current self? And so now please just take a few minutes on your own, going as far back as you like, or perhaps coming back forward into this lifetime, wherever there is still some dialoguing that needs to be done, some communicating, some offering of wisdom and insight. Continue this process on your own in silence for several minutes. Very good. I'm going to ask you to complete the dialoguing process, but starting at the very earliest connection. I'm going to be offering healing love force energy. And please breathe love into that very earliest connection. And slowly, in your own way, take that healing love force back up through all the times, the phases, the stages of you, until you rest again in present moment. Remembering to bring with you all the wisdom from every stop along the way. And when finally you do arrive back in present moment, take a few integrating breaths. Feel the healing energy. And notice what you'd like to bring with you into the future seasons of this lifetime. Even into future versions of yourself after this lifetime. Perhaps in particular, seeing what you would like to have with you, this wisdom you'd like to have with you at the time of your transitioning out of this body, the time of your physical death. Offer all these stages and phases love, gratitude, forgiveness, and then as you're ready, still traveling that soul line, let all these versions of you begin to collapse, condense back into present day form, present day you. Maintaining the awareness that with all the lifetimes we've lived within this body and in other bodies, there's one connecting force, one beautiful soul line, soul light. And that light eventually returns to the sun of its source. Indeed, that light is no different than its source, which is light itself. Very good. Take a few more moments to let the breath lengthen and deepen. Grounding in again to your sits bones, your feet on the floor. Taking in the ambient sound. And only when you're ready, very slowly, very gently, with gratitude for your own experience and exploration, begin to open your eyes.